Well, the United Nations estimates that as many as 300,000 people have been killed and more than 2 million driven from their homes in Darfur in the past 6 years.
It all stems from political and ethnic violence that's taken place in the region. Many celebrities have taken on the cause of supporting Darfur. The latest was Mia Farrow, who had to end a recent hunger strike. And joining us now to talk about Darfur is Michael Ditchfield. Michael, thanks for coming in this morning. So you're a soccer player turned activist. And you told me a little bit earlier that you believe this is your calling. How did you get involved with all of this?
Well, I believe that destinations are everywhere, and I don't think we have anything tangible with Africa except a moral obligation. And I ended up going over with Noel Cunningham, a local humanitarian, here to Ethiopia. And then from Ethiopia, I headed to Rwanda. We never learned a lesson from Rwanda. And Sudan has been Rwanda in slow motion. So Sudan was something that was my final calling, especially utilizing the, the vehicle of soccer and sports. So we took a lot of uniforms over to all three countries. And from there, it's just led me to continue.
So being in that region, tell us a little bit about what it's like.
Well, you realize that there is a devil. When you've looked and you've shook hands with the devil, there has to be an equal force of goodness. And I think those are the activists that are out there. My time, 13 flights, 27,000 miles to return the first lost boy of the Sudan back to his village. And when you go over there, you realize that we think we're on the bottom rung of the ladder. We just don't realize that there are two ladders below us. And I think that, the very thread of hope that we have in our voice is a fabric of life in their world.
Now, these are some photos of you over in Darfur. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing there.
Well, we believe, again, that, they need something to do throughout the day because, again, their life is so miserable right now. You've removed 7,000 humanitarian helpers out there, so now the eyes and the ears of the world are turned against them. They don't know what to do. So now they have genocide by another means, and that's starvation and through disease. So we just want to bring a little bit of hope through that vehicle of sports over there.
And Michael, you are beginning today your own hunger strike.
Yeah, Richard Branson just finished his, and as you mentioned, Mia Farrow, so I started a 7-day refugee ration diet for 7 days. So.
Okay, and how are you feeling going into this?
Yeah.
Well, it's I'm blessed because I can look around and there's no machetes, there's no machine guns, which they have. They have no choice. I have this simple choice of doing something so that I feel that I really know inside what it is like to go what they're going through.
What I guess what are some of the next steps
and what can we do?
And what can we do?
Well, the International Criminal Court has put a warrant out for President Bashir. So this is why the humanitarians have actually been kicked out, so the eyes and the ears are removed. So what we've got is 1-800-GENOCIDE. And by calling that, you actually get through to your local official. Your elected official, and you can actually get through to the White House. And it's just a voice right now. It's not a case of money. It's this world coming together as one voice. And by doing that, we can put pressure so that these humanitarian groups can go back into the Darfur region, continue what they have been doing.
And Michael, when do you plan to go back?
I'm as soon as probably looking at the dry season, which is March.
In March?
Yes.
Okay, well, good luck with everything.
Well, thank you very much.
Starting today.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And thanks for being with us, Michael Ditchfield, and for joining us here this morning to let us know a little bit more about your efforts and what is going on over there in Darfur.
Thank you so much.